everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Maggie. Today I've got a project pan update. So this year I am working on finishing products through my project pan and getting some like pretty good usage, I would say. So I'm really excited because I have 2 rollouts, 2 empties this time around. And let's go ahead and dive in. So I have quite a few face products going right now. The first one is a primer. So this is the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and I did in fact finish this up. So as you can see, I didn't have too much in here from the beginning in January, and I've really kind of contoured it down. There's just a little bit of product in here, but I can't get it out. And honestly, I didn't like this primer enough to feel like I want to cut into it. I'm happy moving on to other primers. So this is officially rolling out, but it feels really great to have this finished up. And I do really like the packaging with like kind of the squeezy tube and the pump because it can get, you know, real thin and pull everything for the most part out of there. Just a teeny bit left, but I really do like that factor. So this is the first empty, super exciting. I ended up using this 5 more times since my last update for a total of 12 uses to finish it since, you know, I put it into this project pan. That's not like all time, of course, but yeah, super excited about that and be ready to put it in my empties. So next I have is my powder foundation. So this is what I use, I would say most days. I have it on today. I really have enjoyed this L'Oreal Infallible formula. My packaging broke, so like it still snaps on, just the hinge, like the metal pieces there, but like the plastic broke off, so it doesn't just open anymore, but it has still maintained like intact and I can still cover it up. I have very little left, so this is what it's looking like. Just a nice kind of thin ring around the edges. It is getting a little bit more difficult for me to use, but I'm still doing okay. I mean, I may decide in a couple uses just to kind of crumble it down and use it as a loose foundation powder. I don't think it's worth repressing at this point in time. There's probably only 3 to 4 uses left in here, I would guess. But I am really enjoying it, getting a lot of good use out of it. So I used it 14 times since my last update, which is a total of 33 uses so far this year in this project pan. So yeah, really happy with this. I do have a backup already, so when this is done, I can continue on with my regular routine without being interrupted, but really, really loving that and happy to see the progress. It's really satisfying. Next, I have a bronzer. This is my e.l.f. Primer Infused Bronzer. This packaging is also breaking. I don't know if I was just extra rough. This is old though, so I'm just gonna kind of carefully hold it up. This is where we are at. So I do have probably a little bit more pan than what I had before, but it is kind of slow going. So, but it's kind of just like the boring waiting game. Obviously, it's getting used. This is the only bronzer I'm currently using, so I used it 15 times since my last update, which is pretty good. So I have 33 uses in total in this product as well since the beginning of the year, but this is going to be a long-term like thing, you know, it's not going to happen in the next couple of months. This will be a while yet, but yeah, just trying to keep everything intact here and see how we continue getting on with the bronzer. Bronzer isn't really something that excites me necessarily, so I'm okay just having a go-to bronzer. I'd rather switch up my blush and my eyes and like my lips maybe, but bronzer's kind of here and there. Okay, highlighter. I have 2 ColourPop highlighters. They're both Super Shock formulas. So let's start with Lunch Money here. This is more of like a gold kind of shift in color to it. It's gorgeous. So my goal for each of these is to use them 50 times in this project. I mean, I'm sure I'll use them more than that throughout the entire year, but once I hit 50, I will roll them out. So I used Lunch Money 7 times this past month, and that gives me a total of 13 uses since the beginning of the year. So doing okay. I use an e.l.f. small stipple brush to apply this. It's really nice and gives me like a beautiful blended look, so it's not too streaky. So yeah, just kind of picking each day which one I want to use. The second one here is Monster, which is a cool tone, kind of pink purple shift. in the product, and it is really, really nice with kind of pink eye looks. I have a pink eye look on today that I use this with, or just kind of like a cooler tone taupe. So I used Monster 6 times this month for a total of 12 uses since the beginning of the year. So they're staying pretty much on par, the two of these. Again, it just depends on my eye look, really, which one I pick for. But I have kind of a variety of shadows that I'm working on right now, so I can use both of them pretty easily. All right, and then the last product here, which is also my second empty, is the e.l.f. Hydrating Core Shine Lipstick. I love this. This is in the shade Happy, and I did order a backup, or a new one, I suppose. So this is all the way rolled up, and the plastic is definitely rubbing on my lips when I use it. There really wasn't much left in here, but I used it 14 times throughout the month to finish it off. There's just a little bit left of that like hydration, but I'm not getting any color when I put it on, just like a little bit of glossiness. So really, really love it. It's a really comfortable, lovely My Lips But Better shade. So I ordered another one of these. This is the shade Happy, and I ordered a second color. I think they actually get delivered tomorrow, so that'll be nice to have one of these back in my life. But I just usually put it in my bag and then reapplied, you know, whenever I felt like it. So yeah, that is the update. So I've got a primer and a lip product rolling out of today's update. And so let me share with you the two items I am rolling in. So the first one is going to be from my Hourglass Quad. So this came from a holiday collection a couple years ago, and there are 4 different shades in here. And the one that I'm going to be focusing on is this one with the large pan showing in the center. So this is the finishing powder in the shade Soft Light. It has pan on it. I worked on hitting pan on my project pan last year, and I really like this shade to set my under eyes. It just offers a little bit of brightness, but like a sheer brightness, not highlighter brightness, if that makes sense. And I'll also just quickly like swirl a little bit down my forehead and my chin. I have oily skin, so I typically don't like to put true like highlighter in those areas, but I do find I get a little bit of brightness, and I do get compliments when I put this on, like, oh, your skin looks so healthy and things like that. So I know it's making a difference. I really love this. My goal is going to be to finish it. So this will be kind of a longer term product in my project pan as well, being that there is quite a bit in here. I mean, I have a nice pan going already, and, you know, we'll be working to expand it, but it'll take a while. I mean, this is going to be in for a few months for sure. So we'll start counting the uses and see how long it takes me to finish it, but that should be something that's pretty easy for me to use. I reach for this most days just to, again, set down. Even if I don't wear concealer, I like to just sweep a little bit under there to brighten the area. So if I don't feel like I need concealer, I won't add concealer and just use that. So I think I should be able to use it, you know, most days that I do, in fact, wear makeup. All right, so then the second item that I'm rolling in is another lipstick. This is from CoverGirl. This is the Honeyed Bloom Cream Lipstick. And this is kind of like a cool tone pink lipstick here. I can give you a swatch. Kind of like a bubblegum cool tone pink. It may look a little different on camera than what it looks like to my eyes, but I really like this for mixing, or like I can put this down and put a gloss on top of it. It just has become a really, like, I don't know, just good kind of mixing and I don't know, just like pairing type of a lipstick. So my goal is going to be to use it 50 times. I really want to get like a concerted amount of effort and use on it in the spring. That's when I'm kind of more drawn to a lighter lip, like spring and early summer. And then when we get into the fall, that's when I like more of a berry. So it seems like now is the best time to bring this in. And yeah, I'm going to try to track 50 uses, and then I will roll this one out and probably replace it with another lip product. But I think this is kind of the appropriate time to bring it in for the year. So I'm going to be bringing this in, and I will share along the way all the things that I mix it with and how that goes. But I am excited to bring in another lip product for sure. So that kind of concludes my project pan update here. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 products going still. You know, later in the year, I may decide to bring more in, but 6 has been working really well for me. I kind of have a pretty boring routine, I would say, with my makeup. Like I kind of do the same things. I just posted a makeup basket video if you want to see what's currently in my makeup basket. But yeah, this just feels like the right amount. I feel like if I had 10 or a higher number, I may not be able to, you know, really use everything. So really happy with what I have selected here and can't wait to see how I do in the next month. So let me know how your project pans are doing down below in the comment section, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.